I don't know whether or not you know who Baroness Hallett is. Baroness Hallett. Baroness Hallett is the person who's looking into the whole COVID affair, and she wants access to all of Johnson's apparently 24 volumes of diary. Did I say that word correctly? Diary. Yes, I don't want it to sound like some sort of anterior explosion. So Johnson's 24 volumes of diary in clean, unredacted form, quote. And she asked for this on April the 4th, I think. And so not only is there the official diary, but he's got an annotated version. So presumably he's planning at some point to produce his own publication, much like the gripping account provided by Matt Hancock. And she wants not only that diary or those diaries, but she also wants all the WhatsApp messages. I think there was a WhatsApp COVID group, but all the WhatsApp messages between Johnson and 40 other people, including Sunak. Well, a lot of those, I presume, she can get from Isabel Oakeshott. Now, there are three problems. The first problem is that it could compromise other policies and other issues and will automatically involve public documentation. So one, that will ultimately be accessible to the public, because this is a public investigation. This is a public document, therefore, and that would give the public insight into the way cabinet government works. That probably isn't a good thing. It's lifting the lid or revealing the soiled drawers of government, of office. And number two, it means that irrelevant documents are also potentially included. Now, what we've heard is the term unambiguously irrelevant, but Baroness Hallett thinks that she should be the judge to make that decision, whether something is relevant or irrelevant. The second problem is that it could compromise, seeing these unexpurgated diaries like something out of Lady Chatterley. Ooh, the sofa! No, that's Matt Hancock voice, isn't it? Oh, the sofa! It's barely any difference, but it's supposed to be Boris Johnson. It could compromise individuals, the soiled sofa, and, for example, point a finger of blame at current cabinet ministers, including potentially the Prime Minister and other senior. Well, hunt! Yeah. And the third point is that both of these things set a precedent for future investigations, which no government really would like to see. And indeed, I can imagine the Labour Party would be equally cautious about giving Baroness Hallett free rein. Of course, she's a crossbench peer, so she's not particularly flying a flag for any particular party. Now, the government cites in its defence human rights and privacy and data protection. The government and Johnson, I should say. And Johnson, because Johnson is fuming. But Hallett threatens criminal sanctions and claims that all the documents are potentially relevant. So she has to make that decision because they betray a political mood against which the COVID decisions were taken. And significantly, her deliberations are to begin with the pre-pandemic preparedness. In other words, Jeremy Hunt's ability as health secretary is on the line. I can imagine why people are nervous in number 10 and number 11 Downing Street. And Johnson's personal commitments that may have distracted him from the significance of the threat posed in the early days of the pandemic. Ooh, sofa, soiled sofa. Rah! So she concedes, as Baroness Hallett, that she does not need to see material that must be excluded on national security grounds, but she wants to see everything else. So in other words, she wants the sort of access that was granted to Isabel Oakeshott. Well, the president is very much set there, so thank you, Matt Hancock. The key to Hallett's argument is simple. It's very, very simple. She will look to see whether a minister dealt with COVID, dealt with the problem of COVID, whether the minister dealt with the problem of COVID adequately or inadequately, because he or she was focusing perhaps inappropriately on other issues, whether these were other government issues or private issues relating to the soiled sofa. Under the Inquiries Act, a failure to hand over documents comes not only with a fine, but also with a potential prison sentence. So this is a story absolutely to watch and to look out for, because it's setting all manner of precedents, and it's going to be a problem to get out of this. I mean, if you thought Sue Gray was a problem, Baroness Hallett is, oh my goodness, she is raising the flag for independent scrutiny. Congratulations.